Well, hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and we're back today, or tonight. I'm a little late in getting back to the show. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the masterboards. I made a second one. I videoed it, but I felt bad about showing you another video of another masterboard, so I didn't publish it. But you can see this one's different. I used a lot of strips in this one. Here and there I placed some, larger pieces, but mostly I used just the strips and even some teeny tiny squares. And then I held it up to the light. And if you look at it this way, but you're holding it up to the light, you can see that there's little tiny, I can't see them here, but I don't know how to explain it, but you can see where the light shines through at places that you need to cover. So I went back and I did that. And let's see, I did that on this one. So I think they're good enough that we can play around with them a little bit and see what we get. Let's use the one that we started with yesterday. I'm going to cut this little piece off right here. And thank you to, I don't remember who it was, that posted the AI information, the Google AI information on what a masterboard is. AI did a great job of letting us know. So those of you that want to know what a really good explanation of a masterboard, please go read the explanation under Maureen's post about masterboards, and under there is the one that was posted by somebody else. I'm sorry, I cannot remember your name right now, and I don't have my phone. Anyway, go and read that description. It'll tell you about it. But in the meantime, don't do it now. Do it in a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to tell you what they're for. Masterboards are for. One thing is that masterboards use up a lot of your scraps, as you can see here. When we make journals and books and we're cutting up paper and we're making certain things and we want certain areas of the paper that we're using and we get a lot of scraps and they pile up and up and up. My scraps would go way above this camera. We would be buried if I got them all out. Well, my Christmas scraps would be at least up to the camera. And it's because I have kept them for years. Not just 1 or 2 years. Years beyond. Years beyond. So, that is why I have so many. But the one thing that we get to do with them is after we make them, like I started to say yesterday, you can turn them into, especially this one's heavy duty, you can turn them into covers for journals. That would be a beautiful cover, wouldn't it? A Christmas cover. I might do that with this one. What size would it need to be? It would need to be, excuse me, 12 be 8. Well, let's see. What is my usual size? My usual size is the size of an envelope. And do I have an envelope here? Of course not. Of course I don't. No, I don't. Anyway, be about 8.5. No, 9 by 6 is what it would be. So I would have to cut this off at not 6, 12, 9 by 12. because I want the inside 5.5 is the paper, 6 is the cover, the back cover 6, a little bit for the spine. So about 12 inches is what we need. 12 inches long by 8.5 high. Whew, that was hard to get to, wasn't it? So if we wanted to turn this one into a cover, we would have to cut it at... I'm not sure I want to do that with this yet. But we would have to cut it at about 12 inches. And it would be like a 9 by 12. Yeah, like a 9 by 12. Let's just cut it. Let's do it. You know what? I can make another one of these, right? Because you and I both know I have a bazillion scraps on it. I just told you they'd go clear up to the camera. Okay. So, we would need it to be 12 inches high, or 12 inches. Oh, that is so not right there. Nope. Is that 12 inches that way? Yes. By, okay, I am doing it right. Yes. By 6.5. Is that a half? There is 6. And there is 7. It's so hard to tell because it's stuck right in the middle. I think it's right in there. 6 and that's 6. 8. You know, I think they're telling me that that is the 6.5 right there, but I don't think it is. Let me measure where my 6.5 is. It should be no, I want it taller than 6.5. I'm sorry, I've got 6 on the brain. 9 inches. We want it 9 inches tall. Sorry about that. I am so sorry. Okay. This half or this half? I think I like this half. So I'm going to flip it around this way and cut it off at 9 inches tall. Because I have 8.5 inch high paper. And we leave a 1/4 and a 1/4 on each end for the papers. Now sometimes it is hard for the blade to go through all these. I should have brought my other one up here. Sometimes it's hard for the blade to go through all these levels. So don't panic. I have a better trimmer that I'll bring up. I'll just finish cutting this one on the pieces. Okay, so there we go. Now, when you bend this to turn it into a cover, it is going to possibly crack, and some of these little pieces of things that you may not have glued down all the way might just pop off. Don't panic, it'll be okay. So we're going to start bending this and rolling it, and then you will find that some of them start popping. It's okay. One thing you can do is you can go back and see, now that is off. It's cut off just a little bit. You can go back and sew on this And there we go. Now we have a nice little one signature journal. It has areas that are going to have to be glued back down. So don't panic. Just go back in and glue those down. It's okay that way. But you can see what a nice cover it makes. It's beautiful. So, there's our cover. Need to bring that over just a little bit more. And then you can see that I'll need to straighten it up a little bit with my other rotary cutter, because this one is not strong enough to cut through all these layers. So let me go get the other one. And then we have areas like this where it just kind of peeled away and broke. So we will take another piece of paper. Let me find one that will work good. Oh yeah, here we go. This one is not too thick. It's not as thick as some of these. I really like it. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to wrap this one right in here and glue it down on here. Okay? And that is just going to give us a little bit of space on there. I want to kind of work that back down so that this will get on there evenly. I'm going to start with it over here. Maybe right about there. And we're just going to roll it around to the back and glue it down. And there is part of our journal cover. Now the other thing is after you're done fixing these areas up, you're going to, and straightening out here. Let me get the other cutter so you know what I'm doing. Oh, where did I put it? Oh dear. I see one of them. Oh, let's see. This is not my super heavy duty cut here. I have another one. Let's see. If it's under here. Yep, there it is. I see it. Here we go. I do have several. You never know what you're going to need to cut. So, you gotta make sure you have the right tools for the right job. Now, you're not supposed to hang on to this bar, just to let you know that. All of us do, but you're really not supposed to. Okay. So I'm going to want to bring this thing back to the back, the blade, and I'm going to bring it this way towards me because it will cut easier. It's very hard to cut when it's a very thick piece of paper like that. Cut off the little thing that doesn't belong. And then we need to do the same up here because you can see it doesn't fit. It's off kilter a little bit. And if we line this all up here, you can see that it's off. There. Perfect. Okay. So, we've made our cover, and we have 2 big pieces of paper to use. On the inside here, we'll put one thing. I need this. We're going to use it. Okay, so now we can turn this into pockets if we want for the front cover. One there and one over here. We know we'd have to cut them. It's at least at 6 inches. And that would make 2 nice little pockets for the front. So we might as well do that. 5, 5.5, 6. On this one, 6 is right at the white part. And now we have 2 pockets. These would go in the front, but the front has to be covered first, and if we have time we'll do that. So there's our cover and our pockets. Now here we go. Let's see, what else are we going to need? We're going to need let's see, we're probably going to need tags mostly. So what did we decide on? Did we decide that maybe 4-inch tags might be good for this journal? So if we were to do 4-inch tags, we could get quite a few here. Let's see. Oops. I should be standing up. It's better to pull it, like I said, towards you than to push it away. You have more strength coming at you. Just keep your fingers out of the blade. And then each one of these should be at least 2.5 inches wide. Or 2 inches, whatever you want. It really doesn't matter. So there's 2.5. And what do we have left here? We have 3.5. So if we wanted to do another 2.5 inch, then that's going to leave us a little piece to do something fun with. So let's see. 2, 2 1/4, 2.5, right there. And this leaves us a little piece here to make a little tag or something out of it. We can even use it for the beginning of a side tuck. Okay, so here is the beginning of 2 tags. And if we did each of these at 2 inches, I like the 2.5 inch tag. Gives you room to write on the back. And then it gives you a little drop down thing that you can use. 2.5 right there. Oh, mine are a little crooked. These are pretty tough to cut. So let's cut one of our angles here. What do you think? About like that, I hope. Eek. I'm always afraid to cut these. I always screw it up. I always make them look kind of funky. It drives me up the wall. You can save these if you want for little corner things. They can be put back on. I'll show you. Let's find a different color one. They can be placed back on your little tags if you want to use them. I'll put them over there for right now. I'm just going to line this up over here like that and trim that one off. And then we're going to trim it off over here. Let's see. About there, I guess. See? There's two more tags. Or there is two tags. And there's a tag. And okay, so there is 4 tags and 2 little ones. I need to trim this one off at the top because, well, the top is kind of weird. And there I've cut just a little tag shape out of it. And we might as well do that right here too. 2 little tags. And now we have this one that we're going to make 2 more out of. Two and a half. There we go. And 2 and a half right there. We'll trim this just slightly. Got tiny tags now. The kind of fun thing about tiny tags is you can hang these with your tassel on the outside. So that's kind of a fun thing to do with them. Let's cut our tag shape while we have this here. And one more. The nice thing about all the colors is if the tag is off, you know, where I trimmed it from left to right side, then it's not going to show up as much because of the colorfulness of the tags. Okay, so our journal now has 2, 4, 6 tags and 3 mini tags, and it has a cover. So out of a 12 by 18 inch piece of watercolor paper and our scraps, we now are getting ready to make a new journal out of scraps. So let's set this aside, and we have one more to cut. Now, some things that people like to do with these when they cut them up is they like to flip them over. And you can mix it up if you want. And then they like to go through and make their cuts. So let's come down here and make... Oh, we probably need some journal cards. What size journal cards do we want? 3 by 5, 4.5 by 5 maybe? 4.5 by 5, you think? No, that's 3.5. I think 3.5 by 4 maybe. Let's try it. Okay, here is, we can't look. No, I can't look. Don't tell me look, I can't look. Okay, there is 3.5 by 4. That is a journal card. But let's go to 4.5. 3.5 by 4.5. Okay, there's a journal card. And 3.5 by 4.5. There. And now we have this odd piece. So I can't turn it over and look at it. So what could we do with it? Should it become tags? Or should it be trimmed with, it could be a circle. We could scallop trim it. I don't know if it'll even scallop trim here. Oh yeah, trim's easy. And now we have a little journaling card that looks pretty nice. Oops, I peeked, I'm sorry. And I think these journaling cards will turn into 1/2 inch. I don't remember what it looked like though, so that was good. You want me to let you peek? Peek! Peek! Okay, so now we have 2 nice sized journaling cards and one that's a little bit different. Now they may need to be backed because this one's stuck to the table, remember? Okay, so there's that one. What else are we going to want out of this? Let's cut maybe a 6 inch by 6 inch piece for a moment. Oh yeah. Okay. That's almost a 6 by 6. That one has to be trimmed off right there a little bit. Okay. Let's flip it this way. We don't know what we're going to get because now I've flipped it all around. I've flipped this one all around. I don't know what way it's facing at all. Okay, 6 inches by 6 inches. Okay, now we need to turn this into a corner pocket. Okay, now if we want 2 corner pockets, we're going to take 2 of these. Oh, see, that one's a little short. Oh, my fingernail broke. Just a minute. That's a little sore. Let's just do it corner to corner on this one. Okay. Okay. So now we have this and we have that. Let me put those together like this. And then you go up and you trim off the top on one. Like that. Right there. And then you trim off about the same amount on this end right here, because it has to fit on your page, and your page is 5.5 inches wide, so this can be about 4.5 inches here. Right here or here. Okay, so now we have 2 interesting pockets. Now, let's see. Let's make the beginning of a side tuck. So we're going to make one of them at 2.5 inches wide. 2.5 right there. Let's move it down to there. 2.5. Okay. And then we're going to make a little rounded piece here. A scallop on both ends. There. And now on this one it needs to be 2.5 inches. So right about there. And we're going to scallop on the opposite side, we hope. We don't know. Okay. And now we have another one of these, so let's cut it in half. There we go, we'll push it over there and cut it in half. And we'll trim that off because I messed it up. We don't know if it's right side up or upside down. It's okay. And what else? Oh my goodness, we're getting a lot out of this one. Boy, look at that. Jagged nail. I really took off with that one, didn't I? Okay. So we probably need some more journaling cards. Let's make this one 4 inches. Well, it's 4 and off a little bit. Four by, what are these? 8? 8.5. So 4 1/4. Right there. And then these will be some little square ones that will scallop up. This really works better when it's not full. And this one. And that one. And oh my goodness, we still have things to go. Okay, we probably need a little smaller journaling card, maybe a 3 by something. A 3 by 4 1/4, maybe. Nope, move it over there. I'm double cutting it. I could feel that. Okay, so we have some little journaling cards there. And let's see. I think we'll do tags out of the rest. You just never know how many tags you're going to need to... I mean, you could do pockets. How wide are these? These are 5 1/2. They're a little bit too wide for a pocket, really. You could cut them at 4 1/2. Um, 4 1/2 inch wide pocket here, and then it would be 2 pockets. Oh, we wouldn't want it to be that tall. Maybe no deeper than 3 1/2 inches. So scoot that over there. 3 1/2 and 3 1/2. Pockets. Let's find our, I don't know if this will cut through. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look first, you guys, to see if it's upside down or backwards on that one. And then we'll have some more mini tags. So instead of putting them in there, let's cut them right here. 1, 2, 3. And they're not perfect. When you go to put everything together, then you can even them up a little bit better. And if you don't use watercolor paper on the back, it will be less likely to be difficult to cut. I'm going to leave this one long. Okay, shall we see what we have? Okay, grabbing it by the thing that I'm not supposed to, of course. And now we're going to see what we have. Let's see what we got. Okay, we got a bunch of little tags, and I did not measure to see where I pulled any of this from. So we have these little ones. Ugh, come on, Ange. My thumb is not liking me right now. Sorry. Okay, looks like those two came off of each other there. Okay, we have 2 pockets. So here's this one. I'm going to cut this little piece out right here. Whoops. Okay, here's one pocket. And let's see, probably this way on this pocket. Oh, I'll have to find those. I'll have to glue some of this down. So don't panic if it starts to come up. So we have 2 pockets. And we have a little journaling card here. And a little journaling card here. Now these could go this way or this way. We have a bigger journaling card here and here. Oh, I love that one. That one turned out beautiful, didn't it? Okay, we have 2 side tucks. Now remember, a side tuck goes on the edge of your page. Like if this is the edge of your page, sorry, it's kind of small, but if that's the edge of your page, then this side tuck goes over here. One on this side, and the other goes on this side. And if it's upside down a little bit, you just put something over it to make it right side up. So we have 2 of those right there. We have another journaling card right here. Where can we put it? I guess it can go right here. Oh, we have these. these two pockets, and they go, let me get a piece of paper here. Ah, here it is. I knew I had a mock-up one here. They go either here, well, let's open this. They can go here and here, like so. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love it. Very, very nice. I love those. That worked out good. So that's what those are for. And here is that side tuck again. You can see how beautifully that works. And then this one goes over here. And what else? Oh, we have another little tag. A dangle tag, if we want to call it that. And then we have another cute journaling card. I think we made two of this size, but I don't know where the other one is. So we have that one. I love that. And then we have this one. And I'll probably, we'll put something on the front of these to decorate them. And then, of course, because we did two of these papers, we still have all of these. We have our book cover and our mini tags, more mini tags, and our regular tags. There. Excellent. And there we go. So you can see that we end up with lots and lots of goodies here. And lots of fun. Lots of things to play with. And that came out of those two papers, two 12 by 18 inch watercolor sheets of paper. Now you can use thinner paper if you don't want problems cutting it up. It'll be easier if you use like just regular, say just a regular piece of paper. You can even use that if you want. I have a couple pieces here that were going through the other machine and didn't make it. So, you could cover just regular sheets of paper, 12 by 12 sheets if you want. And that is another good way to get rid of papers that you don't really like or that you're tired of and you're just ready for a change. Then that would be the way to do it. So, thank you for joining me today. I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up. It helps me to try and get to my goal of enough hours. And give this video a thumbs up. Leave some comments and say hello to me, and I'll say hello to you. And I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.